Yes, it's Judgment Day, a franchise story. Remember back to the first episode, we've been going pretty poorly with Aaron Judge, so I'll be looking to improve that with the few games that we've played. I've gone ahead and played them. Let me show you some of the highlights. Let's start off with the Orioles game. This is top of the first. He manages to pitch one right up there in the zone and boom! Smashed it right out there in the gap. One bounce indoor, two bounces into the fence, and we trot around and get on to second base for a two-bagger straight off the bat. Unfortunately, that's about all we did in this particular game, but let's go to the replay and just check out that pretty solid contact. Boom. Right there in the zone, really up there to actually hit straight over the fence if we could, but we didn't quite get the contact, but enough to put it right out there into the gap. And there goes the result of the game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That was the only highlight. We went down 7 runs to 6. Chris Davis getting player of the match. But anyway, here goes the next game. Top of the first once again, straight down the middle. Boom! I actually didn't hit that very well, and it was lucky I didn't because it dropped just short of that centre fielder. Did manage to get on base though, and you'll slowly see my average creeping up. I thought he actually caught that, but he didn't at one bounce, and I managed to get over there into second quite comfortably and avoid the double play. On base once again, Todd Frazier. He comes on into the game, I should say. 2-2 with 2 men out. Me on second. He manages to smack it straight through the middle. Plenty of time for me. Round third. Into home, and we take the run. Very, very nice, Todd Frazier. He's having a good season, that boy. Well done. Here we go. We're top of the fifth. A man on second with 6 runs to 2 down, 2 men out. Really need to try to make something happen here, and they put it right down the centre. I managed to get a hold of it and straight past the diving fielder. But he can't get it and managed to get the runner right around. Over for a run. There goes an RBI. And our average is definitely loving this as we head to the 8th. No men out, leading off the inning. That's outside the zone. One thing really focused on this series is plate discipline. Once again, showing good plate discipline. Oh, that one there's to hit though. It didn't hit it very well once again, but well enough to get it out into the right field. And we get back on base once again. And here we are just later on. We're on third base. We've got a man on second, top of the 8th, no men out. Frazier there at home plate and smashing it over the fence. I'll spit it out eventually. And he smashes it for a 3-run home run. And we get the job done. No we don't. We lose 7 runs to 9. I completely forgot what had happened. Anyway, we finally get back to Yankee Stadium. I had an absolute shocker. I actually accidentally simmed the first game of this season. So I got a couple of stats that I didn't earn, and I'll show you in a minute what they are. But as we head out to the centre of Yankee Stadium for the first time this season, bottom of the first, 2 men out. I'm looking for something pretty awesome. And we get it, and we absolutely smashed that over the right field fence, and it is our first home run of the season. Aaron Judge, get in there, boy. In fact, it's our 3rd home run of the season because the game that I simmed, he hit 2 home runs. Would you believe it? But I finally get out there, user-controlled home run for Aaron Judge. That's a very nice sign that guy put together, but it's a solo home run, 395 feet. That's a nice distance, a home run in most ballparks. And look at this replay. He just turns on it, and it was a no-doubter from the time that came off the barrel. Didn't get very high, but man, it went quickly. And the fans out there are loving it. So here we come in for our second bat of the day, and look at our average, 357. We are starting to tear it up. 2 men out, 1 man on. Bottom of the third, just a 1-run lead. Daytime baseball, there's nothing like it. I love it. Nice conditions here. Just trying to really find where he's going to pitch this. We're not guessing many. Oh, that was what a terrible swing that was. I've forgotten about that. But once again, plate discipline, so important. Something I've been not that good at. Really trying hard on it. There we go. That was a good take right there. Pitch counts now 2-1. 2 men out. Just the bottom of the third. And that was right in the slot, and it's away. It's off into the distance. It's looking good. Oh, he botches it. It comes off the outfield wall, and I managed to trot round to second base. I thought that was out of there for a second, but it wasn't. But Didi comes through, player of the match, and we win that game 7 runs to 4. Just on 8 hits, though. They got 14 hits, just 4 men. 4 men across home plate for 4 runs. They left a lot of men on base. Second game in the series, well, the third game actually in the series, because I simmed the first one accidentally. And it's a rainy night here in New York, and we've got a 3-run lead early in the game, bottom of the third. And I take that first pitch, but it's outside for a ball. Well, that one's right into the slot, and once again, managed to get some bat on it and bang it through the gap. And I'm on base again, and look at that, average 364. I'm not getting hit in that often, but still managing to do a good job for the team. 4 runs to 0, bottom of the 6th, a nice lead early, or mid-game. And we just let that one go below the strike zone. The rain's really getting in my eyes here. Lucky I've got a brim on my hat. And I get good contact there, but didn't manage to keep it in play. And it's a foul when the count is 1-1. No men out again. Managed to take that one nicely for another ball. Really spotting these pitches nicely at the moment. Not a bad crowd considering how poor the weather is. Oh, that one was right there in the slot, but just really protecting the plate. Very late in my swing. It's 2-2. Really need to swing at everything now. That looks slightly in the zone. Oh, and that one wasn't. It was low. That was a good take, and the count is full. The pressure's on the pitcher. He's going to need to throw something in the zone. Oh, and he doesn't. That is a nicely worked walk. Here we go here, looking to steal. Oh, he catches me out. Fake throw. And then completely forgets to tag me, and I'm safe on first. Absolutely shocking. Look at that on-base percentage, 475. I'm loving that. And here we are. We're only 4 runs to 2 up now. We've got a man on first, bottom of the 8th, a big spot here. Ooh, I took that. Oh, I'm very impressed. Watching this back, I'm very impressed with my plate discipline there. That could have been called strike easily. All right in the wheelhouse, and I get a hold of it, and it's big, and it's back, and it's go! Home run! Aaron Judge! Loving Yankee Stadium. Get that siren revved up. 2-run home run. I was going to say RBI. I choked on my words again. That guy still got his sign. 27-time World Series champs, and with guys like Aaron Judge, it's definitely on the cards again this year. Absolutely sensational. That's a bit of a short wall over that side of the ground, so if you get good contact, you're sure to give yourself a brilliant chance of getting it out of the park. And he does the job through the rain. Look at that sailing out into the distance. It's only a few rows back, but they all count the same. Thank you, ball boys. Thank you, linesman. And there goes the win to the pinstripes. The Yankees get the job done. Absolutely sensational. And the team come running onto the field. They're all very excited. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're ticking along nicely. I want to say a huge thanks very much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, as always, take it easy.